Member of Parliament Clark to come forward and offer introductory remarks. J'invite maintenant le député Clark à s'avancer et offrir des remarques introductives.
Thank you so much, Cassandra. Good morning, everyone. Bon matin à tout le monde. I'm Braden Clark, and I'm very honored to be here today as the Member of Parliament for Sackville-Bedford-Preston. It's wonderful to see so many of you gather here today for what I believe is truly a wonderful announcement. As Cassandra mentioned, as we've talked about over the course of this morning, this is a big country. There's a lot of places where we can choose to have events of this nature, and the fact that we've chosen to have this event here in Nova Scotia, here in Cherry Brook, I think is a recognition of the centrality of the Black African Nova Scotian experience here in this country, and this building that we're in here today is a physical representation of that wonderful history and importance. I want to begin as well today by acknowledging that we are gathered in Mi'kma'ki, the traditional and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people who have cared for this land for thousands of years. We honor their enduring presence, stewardship, and deep relationship with this land. Also, particularly today, I want to recognize that African Nova Scotians are a distinct people who have called this part of our country home for more than 400 years. From the Black Loyalists and Jamaican Maroons to the refugees of the War of 1812, African Nova Scotian communities have built strong, vibrant legacies of culture, resilience, and leadership, often in the face of systemic injustice. And there's no better place, as I said, to learn that story than here at the Black Cultural Center. You can see on the wall behind me the names of the 52 historic Black communities that you can find in every corner of Nova Scotia. I also quickly just want to recognize as well that in recent months, the Black Cultural Center has lost two members of its founding generation, Senator Donald Oliver, and most recently as well, Dr. Geraldine Browning. Two individuals, among others who are here today, who took an idea and gave it life, the space that we are all in here today. So I wanted to make sure to recognize the loss of two significant individuals in the history of this province and this institution. I'd also like to recognize some of my colleagues here today. I won't name everybody because I will miss someone and then I'll feel bad afterwards, but Minister Miller, Minister Gross, I know there's many colleagues of mine from the House of Commons, not just locally, but from other parts of the country as well, members of the provincial legislature, city councillors, so many members of the board here as well, and many, many community members. So thank you all very much for being here and appreciate the time, and this is a wonderful day for this entire country and for this institution and this province. Thank you very much.
Merci beaucoup, le Deputy Clerk. Thank you, MP Clark. I now welcome Member of Parliament and co-chair of the Parliamentary Black Caucus, Tatiana Auguste, to come forward to offer remarks. J'invite maintenant la députée et coprésidente du caucus des parlementaires des Noirs du Canada, Tatiana Auguste, à prendre la parole.
Bonjour à tous et à toutes. Permettez-moi d'abord d'exprimer vraiment toute ma gratitude pour l'accueil chaleureux qui nous est réservé aujourd'hui. Je tiens à remercier le député Clark de nous recevoir dans sa belle circonscription, ainsi que les membres du Black Cultural Center de nous recevoir chez eux. Je souhaite également saluer la présence de mes collègues, le ministre Miller, la ministre Diab, la députée Medema et le député Fisher. Votre présence confère vraiment à cette occasion toute son importance. Et en ma qualité de coprésidente du caucus noir, c'est un honneur d'être ici aux côtés de mon collègue, le député Joseph. Le caucus noir poursuit une mission simple, mais essentielle. Veiller à ce que les voix, les expériences vécues des communautés noires à travers le pays soient pleinement reflétées dans les travaux que nous menons et les décisions que nous prenons. Nous plaidons, nous collaborons et nous faisons progresser les dossiers qui nous sont confiés et nous les faisons ensemble, au-delà des régions, des parcours et même des générations. Chaque année, le choix du thème national s'inscrit dans un processus rigoureux et profondément ancré dans la communauté. Nous réfléchissons aux récits qui doivent être mis en lumière, aux contributions qui méritent d'être reconnues et aux conversations qui peuvent nous faire avancer. Le thème que nous dévoilerons aujourd'hui est le fruit de cette démarche collective. Il rend hommage au passé éclaire le présent et ouvre une perspective vers l'avenir. L'histoire des communautés noires au Canada ne commence pas d'hier, elle est profondément enracinée dans la fondation même de ce pays. Aujourd'hui, nous réaffirmons clairement que la contribution des communautés noires compte, qu'elle mérite d'être reconnue, enseignée et transmise, car comprendre notre passé est indispensable pour construire un avenir plus juste. Mais le mois de l'histoire des Noirs n'est pas seulement un regard vers hier, c'est aussi un regard tourné vers demain. Les communautés noires du Canada regorgent de talents, d'innovateurs, de penseurs et de visionnaires qui façonnent le Canada de demain. Et investir dans ces talents, c'est investir dans la prospérité collective de notre pays. Soutenir l'équité, l'inclusion et les opportunités, c'est renforcer le Canada que nous voulons laisser aux générations futures. Et en ce mois de commémoration et d'action, renouvelons notre engagement, celui de reconnaître le passé, de valoriser le présent et de bâtir ensemble un avenir où chaque personne peut pleinement contribuer à notre société. Et maintenant, j'ai l'honneur de vous présenter un allié de nos communautés, un ami et notre ministre de l'Identité et de la Culture canadienne, M. Marc Miller. J'invite maintenant le ministre à prendre la parole afin d'annoncer le thème de cette année et de partager la vision qui l'accompagne. M. Miller.
Merci Tatiana. Good morning, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. I want to thank Cassandra for getting us off in a good way and recognizing that we are on Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. I also want to thank the Black Cultural Center for holding us here, for holding this event here today. I might get in trouble in different parts of the country, but I don't think there's a better place to do this. I was last here as, and I have never been able to say this without the room starting to chuckle a bit, but I was last here as a member of Black Caucus. It's true, but it happens every time. That I joined, as you can tell, as an ally because I represent a historic part of the Black community in Canada, Little Burgundy in Montreal, where lots of folks from here came to, and you still see Nova Scotia flags hanging there today from apartment windows. Before continuing, I do want to reiterate what Braden said and take a moment to acknowledge the passing of Senator Oliver and also Dr. Geraldine Browning, the founding member of the Black Cultural Center. Her lifelong leadership, in Geraldine's case, has led to an enduring legacy in our country. On behalf of the government, I do extend the deepest condolences to her family and extended friends. J'aimerais aussi remercier toutes les formalités envers mes collègues ont déjà été exprimées, alors je ne vais pas les répéter, mais je remercie mes collègues du Parlement, du Sénat, d'avoir été ici aujourd'hui, présents, parce que c'est très important, puis ça témoigne de l'importance de cette annonce aujourd'hui pour le mois de l'histoire des Noirs, et notamment Tatiana, qui siège comme présidente de notre caucus des Noirs au gouvernement fédéral à Ottawa. D'ailleurs, il y a 30 ans aussi, grâce au leadership d'une pionnière, l'honorable Jean Augustine, que vous connaissez tous, et à l'engagement des communautés noires, le Canada a officiellement reconnu le mois de février comme le mois de l'histoire des Noirs. Ce mois de février est en effet l'occasion de réfléchir sur le chemin parcouru depuis 1995 et de rendre hommage aux Canadiens et aux Canadiennes noirs qui ont bâti le Canada, l'ont fait progresser et continueront de le faire progresser. And we have indeed made enormous progress since 1995, whether it's endorsing 2 United Nations International Decades for People of African Descent, investing over $1 billion in Black-focused initiatives across the country that have supported 24,000 Black Canadians, entrepreneurs, innovators to start and grow their businesses and create jobs and drive their innovation. We've advanced 2, and the work isn't done yet, but we've advanced 2 national anti-racism strategies to combat anti-Black racism. We're establishing a $200 million endowment fund to provide sustainable funding for Black-led, Black-focused and Black serving organizations. This is what diversity, equity, and inclusion looks like. This is the power of a strong Canada, because when one community thrives, we as a country and as a people thrive. It's in this spirit that I'm proud to unveil the theme of this year's Black History Month, 30 years of Black History Month, honoring Black brilliance across generations, from nation builders to tomorrow's visionaries. Throughout February, we will celebrate the lasting contributions of Black Canadians to building our nation, and many of those remarkable stories are rooted right here in Nova Scotia, in the 52 communities that you see behind me. And I've learned as an ally not to confuse North and East. Or Shelburne from don't do that. But from trailblazers like Viola Desmond, Dr. Carrie Best, these are on my notes, but you could look on the wall and cheat if you wanted to, whose courage reshaped civil rights in Canada, to Portia White, who was my grandmother's favorite, whose voice carried Nova Scotia to the world stage, to George Dixon, the first Black World Boxing Championship, à des leaders comme Wayne Adams et Gordon Earl qui ont brisé des barrières sur la scène politique, and to William Hall, my personal favorite, having served in the military, first Black man to get the Victoria Cross in a long-forgotten battle in the 1850s in India, for his uncommon courage. Ainsi que les anciens résidents d'Afriqueville qui se sont battus pour obtenir la réparation des injustices et du racisme subis à Afriqueville et qui continuent de porter cette cause et de partager l'histoire de leur communauté. There had to be firsts so that more could follow, and over the past 30 years, we've seen countless barriers fall. But Black History Month is also about looking ahead. It's about recognizing today's Black leaders, a good number of them are here, artists, advocates, and innovators, including those that so many of you know, and the ones that I mentioned before, and many more that are yet to be born, who continue to tell the stories that must be told, shape public policy, and strengthen community spaces where memory, healing, and pride can flourish. Ce mois de février est donc porteur d'espoir pour les prochaines générations de leaders noirs qui façonneront le Canada de demain. Et en tant que gouvernement, notre responsabilité est de soutenir cette relève, lui donner les moyens de réussir et créer les conditions nécessaires pour qu'elles puissent pleinement réaliser leur potentiel. C'est pourquoi j'ai le plaisir d'annoncer des investissements de plus de 280 000 $ qui serviront à organiser des célébrations de rassemblement durant le mois de l'histoire des Noirs d'un bout à l'autre du Canada atlantique. That's why I'm proud today to announce an investment of $280,000 that will serve for celebration across Atlantic Canada for the Black History Month. 8 Black serving organizations are receiving funding, and I'm pleased that the Africa Festival of Arts and Culture Society was able to join us. But I want to acknowledge the other ones. Prude, the Glace Bay UNIA, l'Association Initiative Afro-Canadienne du Nouveau-Brunswick, the Centra Cultural Collective, the Black Cultural Society of Prince Edward Island, the Miramichi Afro Connection, the Association, and the Association for New Canadians. And all the partners who continue to uplift and strengthen Black communities across Canada, thank you for the work that you do. Je souhaite à toutes et à tous un excellent mois de l'histoire des Noirs. Happy Black History Month. There's a couple weeks left. Everyone, thank you. Merci. Will Allen.
Je veux remercier beaucoup le ministre. Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much, Minister Miller. Et maintenant, je passe la parole à la ministre Gross à venir nous adresser. At this time, I invite Minister Twyla Gross to join us and bring remarks.
I just had to remember after knee replacement surgery, up with the good. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Cassandra, and thank you to MP Clark MP Auguste and Minister Miller, for your thoughtful words and for being here with us today. I also wish to acknowledge the MPs, the senator, the MLAs, and all other distinguished guests who are joining us today. I'm wondering if you would be so kind as to stand. It is a joy and a profound honor to be here with you today, standing here at the Black Cultural Center for Nova Scotia is deeply meaningful. This institution not only preserves the stories of African Nova Scotians and people of African descent, it amplifies them, ensuring that they resonate through generations with truth and pride. As Minister of African Nova Scotian Affairs, I carry with me the voices, the resilience, and the unyielding spirit of a people who have shaped this province for over 400 years. Our stories have never been footnotes in Canadian history. They are foundational chapters.
Welcome everybody who joined
Our
us.
history reminds us of the path that we've walked, the challenges overcome, the milestones reached, and the leaders who refuse to be forgotten. It is rooted in truth, resilience, and the enduring call for justice. Our heritage, that's where our spirit lives. In our music, our languages, our food, our faith, and our traditions passed down through generations. It's the living, breathing expression of who we are. Together, our history and our heritage tell a full and beautiful story, one of perseverance, of brilliance, and cultural pride. And today, we celebrate them both. I'd also like to take this opportunity to note that our provincial launch will take place here at the Black Cultural Center on January 27th. Today's unveiling is a recommitment to honoring the past, uplifting the present, and building a future rooted in justice, equity, and dignity for all African Nova Scotians and people of African descent. I want to express my deep gratitude to the community, leaders, educators, artists, and elders who have long championed this work, often without fanfare, but never without impact. Your dedication lights the way for the next generation of Black excellence. To our young people, you are not just the promise of tomorrow. You are the power of today. Let this month and every month affirm that our history matters, our voice matters, and our dreams are valid and needed. To my colleagues at all levels of government, our presence here today must translate into sustained action. Equity is not a gesture. It is a practice. Belonging isn't granted by policy. It's built through trust and action. Let us lift this year's theme with heads held high and hearts wide open. Let us walk forward together, certain and unafraid, as we write the next chapter in our own bold, beautiful voice, inked with pride and purpose. Thank you.
Merci, merci Madame la Ministre. Thank you so much, Minister Gross. J'ai l'honneur d'inviter maintenant notre hôte gracieux et dévoué de l'événement d'aujourd'hui, le directeur général du Black Cultural Center de la Nouvelle-Écosse, Monsieur Russell Gross, pour conclure. It is my honor and pleasure at this time to invite our gracious and dedicated host of today's event, the CEO of the Black Cultural Center for Nova Scotia, Mr. Russell Gross, to bring final and closing remarks. Mr. Gross?
I don't know her. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here for this special day. Minister Miller, Minister Gross, MP Clark, MP Augustine, Senator, distinguished guests, community leaders, friends, thank you for being here for a truly national moment, right here at the Black Cultural Center. Today's is a proud moment because we are announcing, and what was announced, the 2026 Black History Month theme, one that speaks to both memory and momentum. 30 years of history of Black History Month, honoring Black brilliance across generations, from nation builders to tomorrow's visionaries. This is not just a theme, it's a statement about who we are, who we've been, and where we're going and where we're becoming. It honors the deep roots of a nation of builders, those who founded communities, built churches, served in uniform, taught in classrooms, raised families, and created businesses, and those that demanded fairness even when the odds were stacked against them. And it feels especially meaningful to share it here, at a place that exists to hold the stories with care, to tell the truth with integrity, and to ensure that Black history in Canada is not treated as something that is obscure, but something that is understood and that is foundational to our country. As you walk through the displays and exhibits on these walls, you will see our community, you'll see our struggles, and you'll see our progress. When people that visit the Black Cultural Center each year ask, what does this place represent? I often come back to these words: perseverance, pride, and passion. Perseverance, because our communities endured, adapted, and built even when doors were closed. Pride, because our identity is deeper than any struggle. Its excellence, its faith, its culture, its service, and its achievement. And passion, because preserving history is not only about the past. It's about us loving our people enough to invest in their future. And that's exactly what this theme invites Canadians to do, to recognize Black brilliance as something living, something carried across generations, and still shaping this country today. When we talk about Black History Month in Canada, we also need to talk about leadership and about partnerships across time. As Minister Miller mentioned, in December 1995, the House of Commons unanimously recognized February as Black History Month through a motion introduced by the Honorable Dr. Jean Augustine. And it was in February of 2008 that the late Senator Donald Oliver introduced the motion in the Senate to recognize contributions of Black Canadians and February as Black History Month, completing Parliament's portion of this important commemoration. This connection matters. When we look at it, Dr. Augustine and Senator Oliver were in different chambers, different moments, but one shared commitment, that Black history is not a sidebar to Canadian identity, but a part of its foundation. That's part of what makes this theme so critical in 2026. Because 30 years is not only a milestone to celebrate, it's also a reminder of responsibility. Responsibility to teach, to learn, to listen, and to build a country where the next generation of Black visionaries is not exceptional because they overcame barriers, but because they were supported, seen, and valued. Which brings me to why this matters. Why does this matter? This is a moment when Canadians are asking deeper questions about identity, about belonging, about whose stories get told, and what we choose to remember. And in times like these, learning Black history isn't something extra, it's essential. Because when we learn Black history, we understand Canada more fully. That is why institutions like this very institution is so important. Established well over 42 years ago, the Black Cultural Center for Nova Scotia is recognized as the first and largest museum dedicated to Black history and the African Nova Scotia legacy in Canada. It celebrates more than 400 years of experience in Canada, experience that began right here in this province with the 52 historic communities that you see placed on the wall behind me. Moments like this national announcement remind us why strengthening the center's reach and capacity matters and why it's a priority. Because the demand to learn, to share, and to develop Black history as part of Canada's identity, it's not shrinking, it's growing. So as Canada moves towards Black History Month 2026,
Welcome.
I have a simple ask for everyone that's here. Learn the history, share the history, teach the history, and protect it. Because a country that understands Black history understands itself better and becomes stronger because of it. The theme reminds us that Black brilliance is not new. It's inherited, it's nurtured, and passed forward. It lives in the nation builders who create a community out of little. And it lives in the young people who are imagining what Canada can become. And that's why Black Canadians celebrate their deep roots and look with determination towards a powerful future. Thank you for being here on this historic day. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup, Mr. Gross. Thank you very much, Mr. Gross. At this time, I would like to invite Hermine Landry to come to the podium to moderate the question period session. J'inviterai Hermine.
We are going to forego that. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you leave your comments, your thoughts, and whatnot on the subject. We'll be back. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.